Check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. It's a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
enough. I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, catch is made by Harry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He can run Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On second down, Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Houston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go. Mike's 47.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To throw on second down, Houston. And this is Cook with the grab. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Houston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got take. You got take. You got take right there. Alert 3, alert 3. Anyway.
Looking to throw. Houston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Houston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They got a man. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Pass it. Go. Whip.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. This is Zach Lyon, the fullback. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Running with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mike 54. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Houston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards.
So we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, Houston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Houston. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike's 47. It's our field. 14. Hey, it's our house. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Still going. They can't stop him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Got it.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For another Seahawks. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They run the counter. It's Carson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Houston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Houston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week. No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it with Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on second and 14. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Carson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Mike 22 is off. He's coming, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Houston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Let's go. 50's the money. I want that. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Mike's 50. Stop your whining.
Looking to throw on second down. Houston, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike's 5-4. I'm here all day.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.